So as well as monitoring the progress, we also need to monitor the costs of our project. And when we look at the costs, we've got to be careful to compare them with the progress. So for example, it could be that you're underspent so far, but that's because you're behind schedule. So don't just look at the money and go, brilliant, we're underspent. Always check the progress as well. It could be that the money is looking okay, but actually you're behind schedule. So really, you've overspent on what you've done so far. And that's actually quite common in projects. Also, quite often, the spend is non-linear. So you look overspent because you've done one of the very expensive bits. Or you might look underspent, but that's because you've got the expensive bit still to come, so you're not really underspent. The key is to get a planned spend profile, and that comes from the Gantt chart. Because you could put money along the bars and then you can add up the money vertically so you know how much you should be spending in each week or month. And once you've got your spend profile, that allows you to compare what you've spent with what you've actually done and what that work should have cost. So never just say, we've had half the time, so we should have spent half the money. The question is, what have you actually done and what should that work have actually cost? But why monitor the money at all? And the objective of monitoring the money, monitoring the spend, is to forecast what your final cost at completion is going to be. So halfway through, we need to be thinking, are we heading for an overspend or not? Because then we can plan for that. So we need to think, will the problems in the first half continue into the second half, or are we going to get back onto plan again? And by monitoring the progress and the spend, we can do these types of calculations. And that is step 10 of project management.